Welcome to Alpha Insights. I'm Nate. Today we're unpacking the big regulatory shift in the US cannabis market, and I've got Ben here, our commodities and sector specialist. Hey Ben, great to have you. And quick note to listeners, if you have questions as we go, you can ask us at stockalpha.ai.
Thanks, Nate. Happy to be here.
So Ben, give us the big picture in plain English. What just changed and why does it matter?
Okay, in short, the federal approach to marijuana was softened this week. The Justice Department moved cannabis out of the most restrictive federal category, and the Drug Enforcement Administration launched a new online portal for medical dispensaries to register for federal recognition under that new framework. So, for the first time, there is a formal path for state-licensed medical businesses to ask for federal registration. That matters because it starts to clear up some of the legal fog that has hung over the industry for years.
Interesting.
Right. The portal allows state-licensed operators to apply to be recognized as registered manufacturers, distributors, or retailers at the federal level. It doesn't legalize recreational use across the board, but it does create a process that could ease problems around banking, tax treatment, and even interstate business if regulators and banks follow.
So the portal is the practical piece. Walk me through the immediate implications for businesses and for market participants.
Immediate implication: clearer mechanics. Firms that choose to register will face compliance costs and a review process, but they'll also have a documented federal acknowledgement that reduces some operational risk. That could make it easier for compliant companies to talk to banks and insurers, though those players will move at their own pace. Analysts note this narrows legal uncertainty for licensed medical operators, but it doesn't remove political risk or guarantee faster access to services.
Right, so it's a step, not the finish line.
Exactly.
Markets reacted to this, yeah?
Yeah, that's a good point. Broad cannabis ETFs and listed multi-state operators saw increased trading and flows as people repriced regulatory risk. Big public operators like Tilray and other regulated players got renewed attention from analysts and event attendees. At the same time, smaller over-the-counter and cross-listed names popped up in retail chatter after the portal went live, partly because those issuers are tied to state markets, and that matters if federal recognition follows.
But it's not just a market story. There's a political angle here too, right?
Correct. Congressional resistance is real. Leaders on a key House Appropriations Subcommittee moved to insert language that would try to block the rescheduling in practice. So even though the executive branch has set this course, Congress could slow, narrow, or complicate the rollout. That increases the policy risk and the uncertainty around timing.
So investors are watching two tracks: the administrative process and the legislative pushback.
Yes, and add a third: social justice and equity demands. Progressive lawmakers supported the rescheduling move while pushing for expungements, equity programs, and more access for communities harmed by past enforcement. Those debates will shape licensing, possible M&A dynamics, and how much of the sector actually benefits from federal recognition.
Okay, practically speaking, what should listeners with exposure to the sector be watching in the next few weeks?
Number 1. Portal activity. Watch how many state-licensed operators file and which companies move first. Rapid uptake would signal readiness and could accelerate conversations with banks and insurers. Number 2. Congressional calendars. Look for riders or appropriations language that could block or narrow the rescheduling. Committee hearings and key appropriators' statements matter. Number 3. Industry events and local rulings. For example, there are big conferences early next month where management teams will be on stage, and state court decisions like the recent one in Oklahoma illustrate how local outcomes can quickly affect operations.
Earnings season. Will guidance change if clarity improves?
Analysts note that guidance could be updated, but it will depend on how quickly registrations translate into bank relationships and tax clarity. So it's a phased reaction rather than an immediate rewrite of forecasts. Investors should watch company commentary about registration plans and banking conversations in upcoming quarterly calls.
Got it. A couple of quick reactions from me. Interesting. And Honestly, I was a bit surprised by how fast the portal went live.
Yeah, that moved quicker than many expected.
Before we wrap, quick reminder, we're not providing personalized investment advice. This is analysis and market context to help you think about risks and catalysts.
Right, analysts and data suggest momentum, but outcomes remain uncertain in timing and scope.
Okay, Ben, let's close with 3 quick takeaways for listeners.
First, the federal move plus the DEA registration portal meaningfully reduces some legal uncertainty for state-licensed medical operators, but it is not blanket legalization. Second, congressional pushback and ongoing social justice debates create real political risk that could change outcomes or timing. Third, watch the portal's registration pace, banks' reactions, and upcoming industry events and hearings. Those are the near-term catalysts that will move markets.
Perfect. If you have questions about anything we discussed today, you can ask us directly at stockalpha.ai. We answer listener questions live. And for more market insights, head over to stockalpha.ai. Thanks for joining, Ben.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate it.